Hi, Lining. This is Dr. K. I'm going to give you some quick feedback on your outline draft. I think this is a good start. I like how you divided the essay into like three parts based on this tuna accident and when they were in India and kind of back in the US when she's older. The general organization makes sense. But it is a very, very rough draft. So let's look at your thesis. Your thesis is way too long. It should be maybe one sentence, maybe two concise sentences. This is a lot of unnecessary background information. She was born in an Indian family. She shows her disappointment. So, how can you express this in one sentence? I see this. I see a lot of information here that you could say Geeta Katari, um, who was born in an Indian family, um, uh, was eager in a family in the U.S. I would actually clarify, right? Was eager to try American. So I also double check, kind of like parts of speech, American, or maybe is eager to adjust. The way of trying food is a way to adjust. So again, if you're trying to make it more concise, focus the main idea. She's trying to adjust to the environment, and or really this is the main part. She was eager to, she wants to uh, find her identity between two cultures, right? Like something like this. Of course, this is your paper, but really that's all the thesis is, just one main idea. And I do agree there's something about these two cultures, so you want to phrase it somewhat like that. Now, like I said, this is a rough draft. Make sure a couple things when you finish this draft. You're not following the very carefully those conventions for numbering. So these lower levels should be A, B, C, and then those levels below that should be like 1, 2. So double check, the template and the outline so you don't lose points. Now, like I said, those three main points make sense, but remember the outline has to be written in full sentences. So this is very, the tuna, right? So I mean, it's a first draft, but you have to very clearly tell your reader what the story is about. So the author, the author is embarrassed when her mother cannot make a tuna sandwich or tuna salad, whatever that was, right? You want to clearly state that. And here, while visiting her relatives in India, she is disappointed or embarrassed by the food or her, lack of familiarity with the food. It has to be, these main ideas have to be not long, but very written as full sentences and very clear. Now, you're short again. Like I said, your outline is very short, so you have to also think about like here you just have A, B, C. So you have to think about these lower levels. What other detail can you give us for some of these? Um, so here, Kotari's mother bought tuna to satisfy her desire. Then she was disappointed. So like here, this could be broken. All right, so I would again think about rearranging this. Her mother made tuna sandwich in the wrong way, and then maybe this is like a detail. A Qatari was disappointed, uh, and also kind of made her feel like maybe an outsider, or if you want to add something here. Um, I'm not sure what this is. How is this related to the tuna about meat products? This seems to be like a different point. Is it even necessary? Remember, in the outline, you can't include all the detail from the essay. So perhaps this could be deleted, and instead, you can tell me more about it. More about what happens here. Like if you have this point, for example, you could mention Kotari wants to eat the food that her American classmates eat, right? That's kind of explains why this happened. Why did Kotari ask her mother to make this tuna sandwich or tuna salad? Is because of that. So like that's where you can put some more detail, give more explanations to your readers. Same for the rest of your paper. This is there's not a lot of information here, so. Uh, you know, like here, again, give me more details. She can't eat what she wants. Um, but then what about people, right? Um, like it's you make it seem like it's not about Kotari anymore. Like something happened in the story where all of a sudden a lot of people died. The way you phrased it, so um, maybe something like a lot of um, food in India is not sanitary, and people and Kotari could die, if she doesn't, blah, blah, blah. So she only can drink boiled water. So just again, add a little bit more detail. And here, again, all of a sudden, local food made her throw up. That's so vague. So tell me, Kotari, sorry, I'm just typing very fast. Kotari got sick during a dinner with her relatives. And then what happened? So one, she tried some very spicy food and she didn't know it was spicy. Two, she got very sick and vomited, right? So kind of take, all these should be like short and very focused sentences that have one main idea. And so what you want to do now is kind of explain more clearly what happens and divide them in a little bit more detail. Now, you also want to make sure, so I see you have the husband here. So again, give me a little bit more detail, something about the restaurant, something about the husband. What is the difference? Well, she cannot eat meat, but he eats meat. And, so again, you just need to kind of expand on it now. So it's definitely a good start. But you do have some revisions to make. And I think once you make them, this can be a strong outline. And I look forward to reading it when it's finished on Sunday.